but the second period is Nick Foligno was saying maybe you need to be more disciplined and everything.
Yeah, I think it's hard when you. I liked their first. I liked their third. Took too many penalties, and then you're killing. I actually thought we had moments in the kill of doing a good job, and then either a mistake or kind of a bouncing. Two of them went off people and in. That doesn't mean we weren't without making mistakes in those situations, but they did go off us, and then they went off their chest. So I actually was fine with the experience that we're gaining on the kill, but it's a hard recipe. Like from a lesson moving forward, is you can't take that many penalties, and you're going to have the odd penalty that you can't avoid, but you can't take the unavoidable penalty. So, but I thought we got back at it in the third and played pretty good hockey.
Do you like just the opportunities you've gotten on the power play throughout the preseason, or hit and miss, or
overall, yes, yeah. Moments, no, like. I don't know our percentage, but I don't feel like we've won enough face-offs on it. That's one area that we're going to have to look at for sure. Got to make sure, it's hard if you're constantly having to get in the zone, you're wasting 30 seconds, plus, you have to get in the zone. I think once we've been in, there's had moments of good, but I think it's still a work in progress.
What did you make of the rest of the team getting 5-on-5 and everything?
There's none in the second. So much special teams both ways probably. I thought our forecheck and ozone was the best it's looked. They're a pretty good breakout team. I thought that was the best it's looked. I think there's still some areas in D zone we need to shore up. A couple teaching things. I think there's a big one is that we have to do a better job of still kind of either breaking out clean or being stronger on some of our plays. There's times to punt. Sometimes when we do that, we have to make sure we get pucks out. I just thought we left too many pucks in our zone, so then you get in a little bit of scramble mode.
What did you make of Grizzly?
I thought Grizz played good. He's a solid player. He knows he's smart. He moves the puck pretty good. He can kind of play a lot of different situations, so I thought he played pretty good.
Do you just take the next 24 hours to make the final decision?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I just never feel like you need to make any decisions before you have to, and so we'll see how the next 24 hours goes. And the other big thing I think on that is, him aside, the rest of the team, we're talking about one day in the year. It's not like I've said this before. It's not like my son's Bantam team. You either make it or you don't make it. Like this is a constant marathon through the course of the season. And some guys are going to start down and they'll have big impacts on the years, like Frankie did at times last year. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. So I don't think this is I think more gets made about that opening roster than any other day of the year. We don't write articles about the other days moving forward. So to me, it's kind of the same thing.
How do you feel like sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How do you feel like the team is grasping the system and everything that's been thrown at them over the last 2 weeks?
Certainly, I think we've improved in all those areas. So I feel more comfortable moving forward. I think we're getting better in those areas. I think it looks a little more natural. I think guys are able to do it without thinking quite as much. So, if you go from the Detroit game, the first exhibition game to now, I think we've come light years in our kind of the structural play of our game.
How ready are you for Tuesday? It's
gonna be good. You can't wait for training camp to start, and then you can't wait for the exhibition game. And then you can't wait for once you get the exhibition games, you can't wait for the regular season. So let's take tomorrow, have a good day. We'll have a group practice and we'll have a group playing, and then fly to Florida.
That's a goal. You guys seem to be dictating a lot. Did the second period with all the penalties and everything just kind of disrupt the flow and everything?
Yeah, I think it's a great lesson for our group. I think we are a team that has an understanding of when we play like we did in the first, we can be real dangerous and really hard to play against, and we set the tone. I mean, that was and obviously, they're going to make a pushback, but we can't allow them to push back with the amount of penalties we took, and we just stay disciplined. We can't beat ourselves. That's the big message in this game today, where you kind of let them crawl back in. Or on the other side too, if we get a power play, we got to find a way to score one too. So you're working out those kinks, but for the most part, I really like it.
Feel like kind of a dress rehearsal for Tuesday with pretty much a full lineup.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it just feels like hockey. Not to be rude, just the other games feel like they're just chaos a lot of times. So you're trying to work on your systems. You got guys in places they're not supposed to be, and so this game felt like two teams that are down to the numbers and NHL teams. So it was a nice game to get in before Tuesday, and I think guys are really excited to get to the first game of the season.
You guys have had a lot thrown at you in a little amount of time. Where do you feel like you guys stand with systems, and how much is that just going to have to be work in progress maybe early in the season?
Yeah, I think because of the way we're coached, though, I think it's coming really fast. The attention to detail, the information that we're getting, it's direct, it's purposeful, and it allows us to attain it as fast as possible. So I saw that even in our games, just how much better we got throughout the periods, and even our third period seemed to be our best periods a lot of nights. So that's a good sign. Guys know what they need to do and have adapted well to that, and we're obviously going to continue to work on things as teams make adjustments against us. But I'm really encouraged by our group. I'm honestly excited about what's to come here at the start of the season, and I think we just have to learn that we have to be the team that was like that in the first period, not the team that beats itself. Those are old habits we got to get out of our game and understand we're a different team.
What do you see on your goal?
Just a nice play. Our D was shot ready, so just nice to battle. We talked about stacking. It's a word we use, and trying to get some traffic, and was able to get a stick on it. It was a great shot by Rins, and that's, I think, what we're trying to be more assertive up top, is just shot ready and get those pucks in, so when we do have that second to get away from a defender, we can use our sticks to our advantage, and that was nice to see.
We were just talking to Nick, it seemed like the first period you guys were doing what you wanted, and how much of a lesson, as he called it, was that second period of staying disciplined and everything?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the whole thing, is just staying out of the box, find a way to, stay level-minded even after we get scored on, not go out, take another penalty, and kind of go right back out in the same position we're at. Just staying out of the box and just doing our job.
You guys feel like you're getting I know the power play, seems like you're getting the opportunities in more than one preseason game, and do you feel that way, that the opportunities are there, at least?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, preseason's not going to be perfect, sure, and you know that, and I think it's a time where we're all learning new things, and a lot of stuff's going through everyone's head, and we're still trying to fix up all the small little things, and as long as the results there and the process is continue to grind, we're really just focused on that and really just the process.
For you personally, were you happy with just the preseason and kind of picking up where you left off last season?
I mean, yeah, of course. I think that it could be a lot better, but I think anybody can say that. A lot of parts of my game that I need to round out from summer, playing a lot of summer hockey. Get rid of those bad habits. I need to stop on pucks, go through guys, stop reaching, just stuff like that. But I think as the season goes along and comes up here on Tuesday, start working those things out of my game, and these games help a lot.
How do you guys feel going into Tuesday? I mean, tonight was pretty close to a dress rehearsal.
Yeah, great. I feel unbelievable. Super confident, feel happy, having fun, and excited.